right, there we go. Okay. I forgot to change my titles as well. Are they starting yet? Oh, they are. Hold on, I'll quickly just set the informations here. Because this really came into me on short notice. Okay, there's the stream on that. And I'll change the stream title as well for this one. Okay, there we go. All right, let's have a look at their game now. I probably may have missed a few turns. Okay, for those of you who've just tuned in. All right, hello everybody. It's Batwoman3 here, and currently we are witnessing the 2026 Scythe Invictus League, and it's Saxony Industrial versus Nordic Mechanical. And their bids are shown on screen, which I'll update just in a second. So the bid currently stands at Saxony Industrial on 12 and Nordic Mechanical on 0. So the Wavesamu is currently playing as Saxony Industrial, while lovabletifosi is currently playing as Nordic Mechanical. Let me just update this description real quick. Yeah, this came in on really short notice, so... Okay, there we go. Now it should be updated. You can see it. Okay, so here we are with the combos. So this is an interesting Saxony Industrial for sure. So I'm assuming that this is doing for some power. Oh. Okay, here we are. Now we're good. And let me just put my doodles up. I really need to allow myself for more time when I actually do the streaming here. Here we are. Okay, hopefully now this shows. Yep, okay, there we go. Okay, nice. All right, Saxony's first encounter here. The enlist, I believe, is good. So here we have Nordic Mechanical doing an opening of trading for 4 metal and then moving like this. Okay, just bear in mind that Saxony does have to defeat Nordic by 12. Here's the first encounter by Saxony. So I might have missed the first couple of moves that Saxony did. So produce, trade, and then produce to open a mech. Okay, so that puts him with 3 oil. Taking 1 turn out though, just to make sure that I guess he has the oil. Yep, the enlist is nice. And it's looking like the coin enlist because it might be some time away until Nordic is able to get the enlist. So that's what I'm assuming, yeah. Here I believe Nordic deploys the speed mech right here. So that, of course, Nordic can actually just go out to the encounter in 1 shot. So what is he gonna do? Is he gonna bolster to upgrade? Here's the board by Saxony. Already has the coin enlist open. So it's getting some coins from Nordic's deploy right here. Okay, so looking like a produce here by Saxony, which I feel is a good idea. So then you actually bolster next to upgrade, and then you can get your mech out, also guaranteeing yourself the move upgrade. Meanwhile, here with Nordic, getting a mech out of the encounters, so it's looking like a speedy exit into the encounter for sure, into the factory. No upgrades though, so Nordic's gonna take a bit of time to be able to get out. This actually, I feel, is a bit slow for Saxony Industrial. You're turn 7 to get 2 mechs. Although, I mean, on the upside is that you get yourself the move upgrade and some power. And I suppose that if you move, you can actually move 2 here and then 3 somewhere else. If you're looking for more upgrades, then of course moving into the Tundra is fine. Or I guess if your home Tundra as well may work too. Yeah. Nordic here to the factory, hoping, I believe, for an enlist. Yes. Okay, so this solves the combat card issues, but right now Nordic cannot really use the factory card because he is lacking in coins, and I think it might be a little while until he gets one. So it's probably a produce, and then maybe if you move to an encounter and you hope that you get a coin, then yeah. But otherwise, Nordic may take a while until the first endless comes out. So let's see, Saxony is to move right here. Yeah, we'll see what he does. Okay, so ops just to get all the workers out right away. Which I feel is more often than not one of the good ideas, because if you're not going for tier 2, then you can try to get yourself a lot of resources, maybe even wood if you really need to build. Gets one more upgrade, which I think is nice. So as soon as I said I was building, maybe the upgrade would be looking very nice. You can here as Saxony, if maybe the enlist is difficult, and you can try to maybe go for the build. And then after you get all your 6 workers, then you can move all of them to some wood somewhere, and then produce, 6 wood, and then you'll be on the sweet spot, I believe. Although he has to be careful though, now that he doesn't have popularity, he has to get some, since he took the third option. Yeah, this is what I thought Nordic was gonna do, because if you bolster and you get the coins, then that is enough for you to actually, yeah, get yourself the first enlist here. You'll be down to 0 coins, so I think that right here Nordic would probably be taking the coin enlist right here. Okay, what did Nordic open as the mech? Opened oh, it's not updated yet, actually. Let me see here. Open artillery, okay. Good idea to actually prevent Saxony from producing more resources if he ever needs to. Because I would think that if Saxony is going to have a hard time enlisting, then getting the structures, I think, is nice. That, of course, like, because he already submitted foundations for one objective. And the combat, you have to probably utilize the fact that Nordic doesn't have a lot of combat cards right now. And I think not enlisting for Saxony may be more often than not a bit better, because if you're trying not to give Nordic any combat cards. Of course, now with artillery, it's highly unlikely that Saxony takes the factory So I think Nordic should stay with the factory here. I mean, not stay with the factory, but get some units to maybe disrupt Nordic from getting into the factory. However he decides to do it. But the score is looking closer to Saxony's favor. Okay. So decides to move and attack with all three. Okay. Saxony still cannot produce, though. This is the important thing, since he's already up to 8 workers up here. So he needs popularity somewhere. Trying to drain Nordic. Well, I guess the combat stars would probably help, though. But again, like, I'm guessing Saxony will get at least 1 combat out of this. Which I believe is, yeah, the factory for sure. Okay. Oh, this might be dangerous, actually. This might be dangerous for Nordic. Because if he has, like, the objective, then all he needs is 2 medals somewhere. But of course, Nordic can go here and... Oh, there's even a mech here, so... Have to be careful on suiciding towards Saxony in this early of the game, just 10 rounds. Oh, wow. Well. He just gave Saxony 2 combat stars, which I don't think is wise. Oh, wait. Sorry. Did something happen here? Hold on. Let me refresh the game. There might be a bug that happened right there. So let me just go back here into lovabletifosi game. I thought that was pretty solid by Saxony right there. So... Oh, okay, so that second combat, I think, bugged out on my screen. So here is the combat. They were victorious. I didn't see how much power they put in for the combat, though. But it looks like Nordic really went all out to stop Saxony for the factory, which I believe is a very, very good choice. I got scared for a second when I thought, oh, what? Wait, what? You can't be giving Saxony 2 combat stars. That's just not ideal. Okay. Here we are with Saxony getting combat cards because he knows that if he actually bolsters for power, he'll just get hit again by artillery, looks like. But of course, this is a spot of interest. And the issue with Saxony still lies the popularity to produce. Where is this coming from? I thought maybe, you know, Saxony can hide in a wood somewhere, in a forest somewhere, and maybe try to build some structures. It would have been an interesting turn of events. Nordic with 0 coins is actually pretty difficult right here. Just like thinking what to do. Did Nordic enlist yet? No. Wait, Nordic did not enlist, so it's on 0. Wait, how did he not enlist? After the mech, I'm pretty sure he had 2 coins. Hold on. Let me just scroll up a little bit here. This is when Nordic moved to the factory. Then this is where Nordic deployed. Yeah, gets 2 coins for the artillery. Then where did those 2 coins go? Oh, the encounter. Right. Oh my goodness. Taking the encounter and paying might not be a wise idea because you need enlists. This is looking dangerous for Nordic because with 0 coins, you're never going to be able to use your factory cards. So I'm not sure I like that option though. Even if it's to get some power, yeah. I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, Saxony can get a little aggressive. This might be looking like somewhere close by. You probably might not even need to produce. You just trade two metal here for Saxony. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Saxony upgrading the enlist here. I think maybe if Saxony has the one more combat that he can get from Nordic would be sweet. And this character I think can come as well to assist or come a bit closer to the factory, I guess. Okay, chooses to enlist. This game can end a lot faster than you think, If Saxony has gone like quite aggressive, maybe looking for more combats here of Nordic would be nice. Yeah, he's not gonna get the chance now because the coin surplus is just too much. Of course, now he's gonna get the coins right there, and yeah, he could have taken option 3, but I guess he wants to do this and take the 2 popularity next to try and take tier 2 to hopefully combat Saxony's huge coin surplus. Of course, the coin up the enlist actually already gives you 2 coins, so you're okay to take a timeout and do the popularity if you are fearing that the game will end sooner than you think. Well, all Saxony needs is a mech, and then if he has another objective, then I think yeah, that's GG's, I believe. The enlist star might be soon. The coin though, like this one right here, where he actually took the power and the popularity was actually I guess it delays the enlist, because if you take whatever option it was and then you do this, you get 1 power already off here, and then you can take 2 combat cards as well, which I feel is you get your 2 power and the 2 combat cards that you need to defend yourself as well. Okay, so Saxony doesn't look like it's gonna take the factory soon, but that might change, right? So he gets his mech if he wants to. Yeah, if he wants to get the mech, he can actually get the mech. It solves the problem right there, though at the cost of 4 coins. And has to be careful if he's suicidable or not, but the score is too huge apart, so I would think it's safe to actually take the mech, yeah. The score is currently sitting at 42 to 24, and Saxony has to defeat Nordic by 12. Oh, sorry, I probably missed something that it was in the YouTube chat. Which combat did Nordic win? Nordic won the factory combat in the factory, so it was to deny Saxony the factory when he came in with 2 units, and he went all out to stop it. So yeah, let me here so we can see. Okay. All right, finally the first endlist for Nordic and get some coins at last. Already on tier 2 right now, so the score should somewhat catch up. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, okay. So going closer into the lake. Really can't give Saxony any more combats that he needs to. But if Nordic loses the factory, then that will be a lot of score down for Nordic. And Suicide may not be looking very applicable. And I think it may be important for Saxony to try and get the factory. Or if you can actually get one more upgrade somewhere, be it an encounter, then I feel like for Saxony, getting the Enlistar may not be too far gone. If he gets like one more upgrade or an enlist or something out of an encounter or a factory card, yeah, it'll be pretty sick. And guess what? This up here is gonna go. Like that is just too important for Nordic, I feel. Without the max around, if you kick all the workers home, then this is gonna have a hard time spreading. Unless, of course, Nordic goes back home, and if you go back home, you give Saxony a combat star. So I do feel that this mountain mech kicking all the workers back home, because probably doesn't matter, is ideal. Yeah, this is really gonna hurt Nordic a lot. No question. Which he sees. Excellent. The 2 units in the factory, I don't know though. I don't know about the 2 units in the factory. Yeah, score is just too far. And the factory card is a power for 2 popularity. Didn't seem like there was any other good options right there. So Saxony's way to end the game is probably looking like the enlist. And after Nordic deploys the last mech somewhere, wherever it is. Or yeah, I mean, of course, like with artillery, Nordic can always try to stop this, but I don't think it's wise because Saxony is very close to the end game. So trying to combat Saxony is just not ideal. And you know, it might not be too far-fetched to think that kicking all of, putting 2 mechs right here so that Nordic can never deploy is a good idea. So there's this mech at home over here that can just swoop in at any time. You put 2 mechs right here, Nordic is never going to deploy. And Nordic will be completely immobilized. Saw that coming, of course. Yeah, I don't know what Nordic can do, actually. Right. That's it. That's exactly how to play it. Probably take a encounter, yeah. Enlist. He doesn't get the 3rd option because he has no popularity. So it's the power star can be in reach. He has the upgrade though for the power, so he can try for the power star. If he gets the power star and another objective, then I think that seals it. And then, this of course can always jump in and cause some more mayhem. Yeah, Nordic is completely immobilized here, for sure. Even with the popularity, if you can't get good spread, and this is how it is, yeah. So I more often than not would like to think that, you don't actually leave all your workers here. because this one was going in to the lake, and yeah, producing for Nordic. This might actually just kick him down, and then Nordic is cannot trade, and then he has to move and don't know what to move. Yeah, completely dominant for Saxony. Okay, here we are with Saxony's next encounter. Has the third option for sure. You got to take the 2 food to try and enlist. The 2 food you try to enlist because you already have the upgrade, and you can get the enlist star. And possibly the power star next as well. Takes the first option though. This is Saxony's board. Doesn't really have the... Yeah, doesn't really have the upgrade yet for the upgrade itself, so... I mean, I think at this point, there's just so many ways Saxony can win. Nordic is just completely immobilized. There's nothing Nordic can do. With these 2 mechs right here, yeah, there's just all sorts of problems. That mech that went to attack and sent all of the workers home is a huge loss for Nordic. That was just too important to leave alone. Saxony has a lot of options, right? You can... Yeah, I mean, I would have loved the third option though, but maybe he's like trying to reach more score. Either way you look at it, no matter what Nordic Saxony does, it's already his win. Because right here, yeah, Nordic also with 0 upgrades at all, and no resources, no way to deploy. It's just so painful. All Nordic can do is hide, and Saxony can slowly find ways to end the game by so many means. Although still thinking though, the time situation is not looking like it's favoring Saxony. Okay. Saxony's thinking hard. He could... I mean, there's a lot of things he can do, right? Did he disconnect or something? He's moving, which I don't know accomplishes what. Maybe if he has the objective, then yes, okay, I can see why. But I think that encounter over there, I would have loved it if he take the third option and pay for 2 food, because that was the fastest way I could have potentially seen how the game ends. So this over here, I don't know though. All the encounters are gone. They're all taken. I don't see an encounter that's standing there anymore. Well, that is definitely the safe spot for Nordic. Can't trade. Yeah, what can you do? Nordic is completely lost. You want to trade resources, you can't because you have no coins. And it all comes back to this. That over there, which he paid for. Yeah, the one over here where he paid for the 2 for the thing, and yeah. Shore up? Possibly. The way I saw it, like over here, if he got the 2 food, then it's just trade, and then something else, you complete your objective maybe with the shore or whatever it is, and then you trade again to do your final enlist. Actually ends the game already. So if he chases, like, I mean, of course, like he can chase tier 2, yeah, with his factory card of this. Nordic has no move now, right? He has no coins, so he cannot bolster. He cannot. Uh, yeah, he cannot bolster, and he cannot uh trade. No produce. So maybe just saying, you know what? Okay, I'm giving up, and you can have the win. That's basically what it is. Yeah, this is just a Nordic surrendering and resigning to fate, but still uses artillery. There's nothing Nordic could do, which yeah, which I believe also was one of the things that I saw in some recent previous games where I think Nordic was at a position that was lost, and also when had nothing to do, also just decided, you know what, let's just start a new game. I couldn't exactly remember when that game was, but I knew, I just remember seeing it somewhere where Saxony was just it was also Saxony versus Nordic, but Saxony was already overwhelmingly powerful, and yeah, Saxony still thinking on the power there. Yeah, exactly. This is just Nordic giving up. Probably go home. No, to the lake. Yeah, whichever it is. Completely demolished. Okay, that's the end of it, I guess. I think that's the end of the game. If the combat doesn't bug out or anything, because when the factory combat took place, it was over, so yeah. Okay, I think they're gonna swap with the same uh bits, I believe. I was a little concerned about how Saxony actually opened his play, because the opening that Saxony had taken was produce, trade 1 metal and 1 oil, then produce to upgrade to deploy. Then I think it was a move towards here. Then produce, upgrade, produce. So it took quite a bit of time for Saxony to actually come out, which gave Nordic quite an ample of time. But given the way how Nordic played it, yeah. Okay, next match. Let's have a look at the Discord and see if they say anything. Okay. Are they still playing? Oh, not yet. They're in the lobby. Oh, B, the dog is in the game. Maybe I'll have a quick. Oh, he's probably spectating the same game. Oh, who the heck is this? I don't remember adding this one, so I'll just get him off. Okay, Wavesamu. Okay, so both of them are in the lobby. I think they're swapping here. Let me just check their Discord. Um, I forgot to change the picture back in the event page of the Discord. Okay, let me ask their group. Swapping now in the same vid? I'll just see. Let's see if they're continuing or not. I'm still awaiting information from the server. And I believe the next game that was going to happen, which I will got informed by lovabletifosi, was the rematch between himself and 2.5 Pi, which will take place, I'm assuming, after this. So let's see. 10-minute breaks. Okay, all good. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, all good. I've got a. Okay, so what else? What else do we do in the meantime? I guess I can spectate some games happening. Oh, let me just see if 2.5 Pi just went in the game over there. Because I believe I saw the 1v1 and then 2.5 Pi's name was gone. Anyways, so I've got 10 minutes until they play. Oh, joining the stream. Okay. Okay, so Tifosi wants to, I guess, do an interview with me. I want to do an interview. Yeah, sure thing. I'll get himself in a call and then we'll discuss about that game. Let me just give him a call here. See if he's in or not. Is he? No, I don't know. Wait, did I disconnect from the phone or something? Or is my mic settings just a little different here? Output is here. Input is... Oh, I mean, he should be able to hear my voice, but I can't hear his voice. Yeah, okay. Let me ask him. Oh, okay. So he wasn't able to join the call. Okay. Maybe you can try calling me. Restart the Wi-Fi and PC. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Okay. All right. What do we do in the meantime? I suppose if there's any games that's happening. All right. Meanwhile, while we wait, I will just have a look at some games that's happening here. Crimea Industrial versus Saxony Agricultural versus Rosvet Engineering. So I think much preferred Crimea Industrial for the best, though. What's the score right now? Crimea in a very sweet spot, looking with 3 wood and some upgrades as well. So can get this in 2 turns if he so desires. Crimea's on move right now, and he just traded, so he can definitely move. But why no factory card? I don't see a factory card by Crimea, which is interesting. Oh, so he's still moving. Okay, so this is his 3rd star. Okay, that's what it is. And the structure bonus is adjacent to the tunnels. And I guess he's about to get some here. Yeah, this is a domination by Crimea. Like, I don't even have to open the score and I can clearly tell that Crimea is leading this. Needs 1 more mech, though. And then after the mech comes, which I don't think will happen. Oh, yeah, actually, it does happen. Yeah, the mech and then the last structure to the objective ends the game. Or if you can even do some combat right here with Rosviet, and it's going to be painful. Crimea is definitely taking this right now. But score is not too far apart. Yeah, score is not very far apart. So this invasion may happen, so Rosviet also has to be a little on the lookout for this sort of thing. Because that will take down a lot of Rosviet's score. And it's looking like this mech taking, because it already has the structure, would go here, drop and kick there. This will kick here, then complete the objective. And what's Crimea gonna do? Oh, sorry, what's Rosviet gonna do? Rosviet has 3 mechs, has no township, so this is the only way that Rosviet can reach the factory to try and take down Crimea's score. But this invasion is just too massive. If this happens, yeah, it's just... I mean, maybe you can try a 2v1 in hopes that you get good combat cards. And then, this one can just 1-2 like this, and then both of this can attack some of Crimea's Rosviet's units to finish the game. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Just be careful of this. Just be careful of this invasion. Let me check the Discord again and see if they already have the thing here. Oh, wait, Tifosi just called me. Hold on, let me just call him back.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I had to restart my PC and my Wi-Fi setup so I could get back on call.
Okay, right. Of course. Yeah, no
And
worries.
By the way, there was an interesting conversation when I did that suicide between me and Samu.
Oh, yeah?
He did not have the game. I could have probably loitered around for a few more minutes.
Oh, okay, right.
But then I didn't have anything. I missed the farm being attacked.
Yeah, because that one I knew, like, it was very dangerous to leave that alone. when you went the mech into the lake, I knew that it just wasn't the right play.
Yeah, I missed the mech on the tunnel. Anyway, we are starting the new game, so I'll get off the call as soon as I start the game.
Oh, okay, right.
So Saxony Industrial is what I am. Let's see if what I thought of works out. See ya.
So yeah, all good. Okay, we'll quit off this game. I would really like to see the ending of that one, though. That was interesting. And let me just change the setup here now. Towards Wavesamu. No. Okay, there. I have updated the description, and they are probably in the game now. Okay, let's spectate this. Okay, guys. Here we have game number 2 of the match between lovabletifosi and Wavesamu. Previously, Nordic got absolutely smashed, and let's see what's gonna happen now. This is the Saxony Industrial opening that I'm very familiar with, not the other one because it was a bit slow. All right, Nordic, what are you gonna do? I don't really know much of Nordic Mechanical's openings though, but considering fast invasions, I think getting out here and then this worker to the village to then produce, upgrade, produce, and then hopefully you get some metal right here. But well, we'll see how it turns up. Ah, the factory rush. Okay, I see. So this is a produce, a trade, produce, and then gunning the factory. So this encounter is gonna live a little longer and wait. So same opening that Lovable Tifosi used. All right, here we go. Maybe this might be a common opening that I'm not very familiar with. And let's see. Possibly a produce, right? Yeah, looks like. Meet the workers. Like 1 move, 2 produce metal. Oh, okay. I think the way Wavesamu was playing is the way to go. Oh, okay, I see. So probably a produce again, I believe, so that if you do move, you move with 4 workers into the farm, and then this actually goes in. Wait, what did he open? I'm assuming speed. Yes. Okay, speed it is. That would have scared me a little bit if you open seaworthy. Oh, so you're saying move 5 goes to the encounter instead of producing first and then going to the encounter towards the farm. I thought it would be a little useful if you can get some enlists out of the way. Or is this actually just going for the quick mech route? Saxon in misposition is mech, so you're saying he should have deployed in the Metal. Oh, he gets a metal though. He gets the mech again. Could take option 3, I was gonna say. But of course, like, you can't really... Wait. Oh, Saxony was the one. Oh. Oh my goodness. I just realized Saxony put the mech here. I was too focused on Nordic, and then all of a sudden... Saxony was doing it right there. Okay. So what's Saxony gonna do? You're gonna build a structure? I'm not sure. Building a structure is ideal. What's the structure bonus? Looking like they adjacent to the encounter, so you get at least 1 towards your own encounter, but... Oh, yeah, that was the thing. Although now I think the farm may look a little tempting. Okay, here we are. Produce, and it moves to the... Yeah. Okay, here we are. Riverwalk, pressuring some invasion towards Nordic, seems like. Of course, now Nordic makes it clean to the factory. Albeit, of course, maybe potentially maybe giving 1 combat towards Nordic, towards Saxony. Because, you know, there's a lot as a target. If this one moves to the farm, then that becomes a target. Then this becomes a target, because Nordic doesn't really have a lot of combat cards to defend, so gonna yield something, I feel. Yeah, Saxony no move upgrade. I get the idea, because if this one moves to the farm, then I thought maybe that was gonna hit and this is gonna hit. Of course, like, because Riverwalk is now unlocked, this is also something to look at. With not a lot of combat cards for Nordic as well, have to be very careful. And make sure that Nordic doesn't actually end up the same way that Nordic ended up in the last game with absolutely no coins. Oh, man. That was just so painful. Yeah, Nordic full defense on the factory, yeah. So worker with the mech to the lake so you can save trade some metal. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, because I think this is out of reach for Saxony anyways. So say the character makes it to the factory, then this one hides inside, as 2.5 pi is suggesting in the chat. Then yeah, this one actually may go into the factory, I guess, because see, this might be actually a little one of my weakness. So this could be something that 2.5 pi could utilize when he fights me in the tournament. Is that I'm actually quite unsure of what to put towards the combats. Say in this move that Nordic makes the factory, and as 2.5 pi suggests, this one goes to the lake. alone, because nobody had the move upgrades, right? Then Saxony would go into the factory, and then if he brings 2 units, what do you put as both Nordic and Saxony? Oh, this is unexpected. Max versus Max in the factory. Okay. Like that. Oh, wow. Saxony gets a cheap one there. Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. I mean, that all gambles on the luck that if Nordic actually does have it, though. Yeah, he threw a card away right there. It just gives Saxony 1 combat, though. So... Alright, now this is the scenario that I was discussing about. This will come. I'm pretty sure this is going to come. So I guess hoping that there's a 5 over here. Hoping that the combat card that that Nordic got was actually a 5. Okay, what was the factory card that Nordic took? Oh my goodness. A combat card for 3 coins. Now let's see what the second move is. This... No, this is not it. What the... Everybody leaving workers. Oh my gosh. Saxony! What? Saxony! This is gone! This! This! Oh! I think he was doing okay up until the point, maybe when he was didn't misplace his mech right there. Trying to take Nordic's FC, possibly. Not like I think it matters a lot, I feel. Yeah, I don't believe this is correct either. Oh my goodness, you are kidding me! You are kidding me! What? Oh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Please, man. More combat cards. More combat cards, CC. Oh my goodness. Guys, I don't know, hey. These are the games that's playing? Okay, you know. I'll take it. All right. Yeah. Now it's closer to Saxony's game. I couldn't believe that combat. I just can't believe that, actually. Oh boy. Wait, I think I need to calibrate something here. Where is it? Here. Just 1 second, guys. Let me just calibrate some things here. I may not be looking at the game right now. Just 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now I feel this. Right. Yeah, I felt like my eyes were a bit off there. Okay, here we are with Nordic. Uses. Did he use the fact? Did he use? Oh, he did. Okay. Oh my goodness, Saxon, Nordic. The enlist is clutch. Yeah, I like it. Definitely the enlist. I agree. I would have straight away gone for that. And it's going to be what enlist? What would you guys open? Nordic still has 2 mechs. Saxony needs 1. He took the battle. Oh no. Oh my. My thing is still going here. Okay, gets a worker for Saxony. Saxony with no power to produce, actually. This is nice. This is nice by Saxony. All Nordic can do is probably now just hide and do what Saxony did on the previous round. Oh. Yep. That's it. Oh, let me just refresh this game. Because the combat sometimes it does bug out. And let's now go back into the game. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. Because I'm pretty sure he's spectating the same game. No. Okay. Let's go to this one then. All right. Oh, wait. Actually, he didn't win that one. So Nordic ended up victorious in that combat. So maybe that was the result of the previous combat right here. So, okay. Man, doesn't this just look juicy to you? Doesn't this just look all that much better? Yeah. Takes the combat card enlist right there. Not enlist, sorry. It takes the combat card bolster is what I meant to say. Opens Riverwalk. So the combat card was to ensure that he can still use his factory card, is what I think it is. This, I mean, with no power, you're never producing. So I guess Saxony's factory card does help with getting his workers. Whichever one wins or loses is all it is. Okay. Sorry, not Saxony. Nordic now with no combat cards at all to go for. Nordic, although right now can actually just hide. Nordic right now doesn't need the combats anymore, so I feel can hide. But of course, this is going to say otherwise. Can come. That. Well, yeah, both of them are like, you know, you need to use the you need to use the combat cards so that you can actually combat. Saxony probably would with the combats, I guess. Because this, well, okay, maybe Saxony has 2 of those. Then there's this, and he needs 1 more combat somewhere. That's what I think is gonna happen. Is Saxony even leading? By a little bit. No, actually, no. Not even. Considering bids. All right, then this is looking like it's gonna go 20 plus rounds. All right, so this is Nordic's encounter. So Nordic, I think the upgrade is nice. I think even the third option here is gonna be pretty nice. If you want to get yourself some power too, and you upgrade and you get yourself some coins, take 1 turn timeout, I guess. Of course, like maybe the factory card does give you the coins that you need. Yeah, I would be leaning towards option 3 right here. Well, this actually must. Well, wait, why did he go there? Oh, is he going in here? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, nice, nice. Saxony is winning this. This looking like all combat stars. Didn't even spend the combat cards right there. Like he could have gotten like 1 worker and 2 more coins, but he didn't spend his combat card there to get the workers. Looks like. Hmm. Okay, all of them having everything, all the mechs except combat related mechs. Oh, doesn't want to lose the factory, so he didn't do the combat cards. Okay. Right. So he didn't use this because he didn't want to lose the factory, it looks like. Trades for 2 food. I think we're all out of power here. Where's the defense? You don't do defense. Nordic still ways away from the final mech, looks like. Yeah, this game is going to go a bit far. Saxony getting the final mech. Oh yeah, because he stole it from Nordic right there. 1 more combat and an objective, and I think it seals it. Or if Saxony has the double objective, then is all it is. Yeah, it's just huge on the score, huh? 44 to 19. Can't even get the mech for Nordic. Oh my god. $4 for a mech and he only has 3. Goodness gracious. Can't produce right now, at least. Okay, Saxony is still on the hunt for Nordic. Oh, what was that? Some higher ground advantage or something. One more star, and I think this is going to be it. If Nordic has to bolster something. This is the final move. Oh, new idea for NordMech. Move the worker to Rasviet's base. Here, I assume. On turn 3? Oh, turn 3 and build an economy from there. Nordic probably has to hide now, right? Because if not, then this will hit. And that's going to sting. I'll have to change my thing. I'll have to change my thumbnail there. I initially put as Crimea Industrial versus Rasvet Mechanical, but then Wavesamu actually wanted to choose another because that was Crimea Industrial was one of the combos that he wanted to play with. Yeah. Oh, this is smart by Nordic. This is actually pretty solid for Nordic, getting the 2 combat cards to try and defend. No, he did not. No, no. That's over. This score is not even close. 12 to bid. Yeah, that seals the game. Even one worker as well. Because no combat cards means he can just, yeah. Excellent. And that is everything. That's all she wrote. Nordic Mechanical completely hopeless in both games for this. So maybe Nordic played okay on the first couple of rounds that you saw. But then I think surrendering this to Saxony was all it took for Nordic's downfall. 4 combat stars. Of course, like it's not shown here, but yeah, 4 combat stars with 7 workers, 1 objective. Wow. Okay, awesome. And I believe the next game is gonna happen between Lovable Tifosi and 2.5 Pi. This is their rematch from their first game that actually bugged out on Lovable Tifosi's end. So hopefully this time it goes more towards his favor. And I'll also change the description as well right here. Let me just go into the Discord. Oh, in 10 minutes. Okay, so even our contestants here needs a break after watching all those. Okay, all good. You guys can take a break. Oh wait. Do I have my water bottle here? Oh my goodness, I don't. Which means I'll probably have to open another one. Okay. And I'll probably also eat myself some snacks. Find myself some snacks. I'm not in front of my computer right now, so I can't see anything that's happening per se right now. All right, let me open this. Sorry, let me just okay. All right, I'll get myself some snacks and some milk, I guess. I'll just stay live for now and probably look at some other people's games. All right, I'm back in front of my screen. Something sharp going on, I feel. Okay. Sorry. Um, which of this looks appealing? Probably none. Uh, All right. I think. Oh, you know what I can do in the meantime? Let me actually make their thumbnails here. So it was a Saxony Industrial versus yeah. So over here, let me just change this. Nice. Was the last bit? It was. Wait, where's Nordic? Oh, here. All right, nice. There we are. Saxony Industrial versus Nordic Mechanical. And we are exporting this image. Which later I will use as yeah, which later I'll use as my thumbnail. Nice. Oh, there's the rematch already on in the lobby. I just saw for a brief second. Yeah, I'll change that back in a bit. Oh, I'll probably change the title as well right here. Or actually not really. I'll change it later when I clip the video for when the time comes when I publish it later. See, this is why you need to create the private game so that nobody actually goes in and disturbs you. Oh, they're in the room. Okay, so they got more than what they're bargained for. Where's the game? It's not in the game. Are they in the game yet? No, not yet. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to change their the descriptions right there for later when I put the thumbnail. It's Tagawa, and it's Albion Patriotic, and it's Tagawa Innovative. The bid I believe was 9 on Albion and 0 for that one. Albion was is going to be 2.5 pi, and Tifosi is going to be on Tagawa. Yep, okay, that's it. I'll change this real quick. Okay, there. All right, description should be updated now. Okay, there they are in the game. All right. Hello, everybody. It's Batwoman 3 here, and we are currently witnessing the rematch between 2.5 pi and also Lovable Tifosi. So this match is something that was agreed by both the players as as Tagawa bugged out when doing the final enlist. I'll leave a link later in the description for those of you who will be watching later in YouTube. So I believe I have the players right. Yes, Tagawa as Lovable Tifosi and Albion Patriotic as 2.5 pi. Oh, I think they are doing they're redoing the objectives, I believe. So we're gonna spectate this. So they're doing a reset. Yep, I just got the confirmation. And we will wait again. I guess I have to redo my intro for later when I clip it as a separate video. Have they gone in the game? Okay, they have. All right. Let's spectate. Okay, hello everybody. It's Batwoman 3 here, and we are currently witnessing the rematch between 2.5 pi and Lovable Tifosi. All right, so this was something that was agreed by both the players, whereby Togawa Innovative, Lovable Tifosi as Togawa Innovative actually had a bug where he didn't get the enlist star, and after several discussion with the coordinators and the players agreed to do a rematch, and hopefully that they don't actually bug out again this time. Let's see if they're gonna do a factory reset. No. Apparently, Albion here is saying that he got the same objective that he got with the. Okay, so apparently they already spoiled one of Albion's objectives. Okay. All right. Anyway, since the objective is spoiled by the players themselves, they're discussing it right now in the Discord channel, which is why they're not actually moving. Is that Albion Patriotic decided to do a reset and actually got himself the objective, roll up your sleeves with the common man. And it turns out that after the reset, he actually got this again. So this is gonna be something. All right, let's continue back to the game. Very common opening here by Togawa Innovative, and I feel also by Albion. This opening actually was something that I only recently learned from True Bro Yeti, actually. Prior to this, I actually have no knowledge of this opening at all. So I guess that's one more knowledge for me to take away in hopes that I don't forget it for future games. Well, good luck to both players, especially to Albion with the common man. Objective spoiled, so let's see. All right. So Togawa Innovative doing everything by the book so far. Moving, and then I'm presuming, yeah. So moving, and then also producing next. Oh, don't you love yourself an endless, right? Or do you go for the mech? I personally tend to go for the endless. Yeah, that's what I thought. With the worker too? Who doesn't like metal? Sorry, who doesn't like the extra metal that you get from producing, right? Take the power. Yes. And the coin enlist, of course. Yes. Coin enlist, yeah, I feel like this opening by Albion Patriotic would be, I suppose you can see that a lot of enlist is gonna come from Albion, so the debate was with Togawa Innovative to choose between either the combat card or the coin. But in this case, I agree with Togawa's option here by opening the coin, because you will get a lot of money out of it. Nobody has mechs, and you're gonna get a lot. To hopefully combat Albion's coin situation as well, because this setup will make Albion completely rich. And speaking of rich, well, there goes your common man. Oh my goodness. Poor guy. Well, let's see. Without the objective, Albion has other ways still, though. But I think would still need at least one combat from Togawa, which is pretty easy. Because if you're patriotic, you get a lot of power, and I've played this combination before. It's very easy for Albion to easily overshadow Togawa in power. This is nice. I like this. Possibly producing only one worker, I think. But, or you could actually produce two. There's nothing wrong, actually. How many would you produce? Two workers, yeah. Because I thought the popularity was not a big issue, so. And I feel like if you do go towards if you do go towards, what is this, the farm, then at least you produce some food while you're at it, I guess. Okay, here we are. Option. Okay, 3 might look appealing, but then at the same time, getting yourself towards tier 2 is also an idea. But okay, if you need the upgrade star because you already know you can't get the objective, right? So this is not happening, then maybe speeding yourself to an upgrade star might be a way. Hmm. Okay, so Togawa's going towards the factory. Okay, no upgraded moves, so meaning that this probably won't actually give him the mech that he needs. Right, there goes the coin and list from yeah, there goes the coin and list from Albion. So Albion's about to get rich and not rolling up the sleeves with the common players. Rally right here. Yep, which would allow him to move back and I presume dump everybody in here. I think I like the idea of just staying at 7 workers so that if you have to produce 2 more times, maybe you don't throw away some coins. Or actually you only throw away 1 coin after you produce the end, so maybe 8 workers is nice. Oh, so he actually just traded for 2 food right there. And the combat card, factory card is a combat card for 3 resources, which I guess would help with your enlist if you need the food. All right. Oh, and he gets the same. Wait, did he get 2 of the same encounters? Yeah, did he get like 2 of the same encounters? Well, there goes tier 2. Okay, but that's fine. Albion, in one way or another, will get a lot of coins anyway, so. Let me just quickly check on something here. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right, there goes Suiton. Actually, with Togawa's factory card right here, I'm not sure where he's gonna use it on. Maybe he might actually slowly get power like this if he doesn't find the combats, right? How is he gonna end? This is gonna go like around 20 plus. Yeah, so it's upgrading. More oil, more popularity. I think this is the slow game and the long route. So he might actually. Oh, not what I expected. I thought he was gonna like slowly work his way to tier. I thought he was gonna slowly work his way to tier 2, but apparently not. Well, with 0 popularity, you can't really produce right now. So you might maybe get the popularity next if you want to. You don't have power either. So you need the last worker somehow. Moves. Moves. Okay, no, I mean doesn't have an upgrade though. He probably will pretty soon. There's the enlist. Getting some combat cards. Albion is getting a lot of money, but with less territory control, and the score makes up for that. So, yep. That, yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, I would like the metal to probably stay there. Oh, okay, maybe I don't know. It does come pretty close if he actually leaves it there, and like this as well. Togawa's never taking it, so it's fine. Yeah, this. Okay, that's the power for his produce. Now he just needs the popularity, but it's a different story if Albion swords him, which is not happening yet. Or it might actually happen because he opened Burrow, he didn't open Shield. So this could happen. And there's the Power Star, the Mech Star coming, so there's 2 stars coming next turn. Or actually he might produce here first. Because he only needs 2 upgrades. And producing the 4 oil is exactly what he needs. He already has the power upgrade anyway, so producing is the idea. Yeah. Getting himself the enlist, and then later the Mac and the power star. Then it's the upgrade. And because the objective is redundant, and because the objective is redundant, since we got spoiled, it's going to find a combat from Togawa somewhere, wherever that is. Otherwise, I don't see how the game ends. Well, I mean, common one is just one of the objectives, so he still can rely on his other one still. All right. If it really goes the long route, he might actually try to build star if he really doesn't have anything else. Like if Togawa chooses to keep hiding, oh, that's nice. Go tier 2, why not? I'd probably just bolster for power instead of doing the combat cards. Right, here we are with the power star and, oh, not power star, sorry, the worker star and also the mech star. Question is where the workers come from, and I'm sure Albion is close to leading. I was gonna say Albion is probably leading, but yeah. Okay. Takes an encounter, I presume? Maybe? Or actually, wait. Yeah, I was about to say. I'm not too sure about the move there though. I thought like maybe just moving somewhere. If you're gonna control the territory here, you may as well just move it after you move somewhere else, because that is pretty easy to control. And Togawa still has no means to attack you, so all Togawa can do is stall and stall and stall. Well, he does get his enlist though. After the next upgrade he does. He's gonna be pretty rich on coins. Sending Togawa home, which I think is very good. Albion, for the time, or not for the time being, but I feel Albion has quite a lot of control. This mech can swing in at any time and flag to increase score. I mean, it doesn't look like both of the, or at least it doesn't look like Togawa is ever going to reach tier 2 though. Two popularity down. Well, maybe, I don't know. Does Albion have to be a little careful here with getting the stars? Probably not, because he's leading by a bunch. Oh. Does he have this? Although, maybe the power star is too important. Oh, actually, if he just use the factory move, then this is coming no matter what. So he has to shinobi somewhere. Oh. Actually, I don't know though. Because here Togawa just used the move. And if you And if you don't have the objective, then yeah. I mean, I guess he does have the objective. I mean, I guess he does have the power star. My thought was you get the power star first, and then later on move to actually attack Togawa. I think all Togawa can do at best is probably to just clump everyone in there. This is probably not gonna help though, but eh. Just needs one power somewhere. Wherever it's coming from. He just needs one power. Or if he has the objective. Yeah, I thought he might not. I didn't know like if attacking this was okay, because Togawa did just use the factory move, so if this has to hide somewhere, it would have to clump, it would have to, what do you call this? It would have to be in one spot somewhere with, that. So, and I think it's pretty easy for Albion to just then come back and reach whenever, really. So I guess I like the mech first before attacking. I guess this is just a spread now by, or actually you take the encounter and you flag it now. But then this might come. Or actually this might come. Which may actually put Albion down quite a lot, So yeah, I mean you probably move here to flag, and then this one can take the factory, and then this one can spread, and only then you end the game, I think. Togawa's never taking the factory away from you. And I don't think Togawa will attack you anyway, because if you give him the combat star, you end the game. I'm hoping he's not short-circuiting again and thinking what Togawa can do, because Togawa can make 3 moves though. But of course, like, he only has 1 combat card, so even if you group everybody, even if Togawa groups everybody, I don't think it was gonna help him. Yeah, so that actually led me to believe that bolstering the power first and getting the mech so you secure the power star would actually be the right choice. I guess whatever works, right? I mean, I was thinking more maybe you just move here, flag this, then that goes to the factory and this spreads here. And then I think it's all sweet and sailing. There's nothing Togawa can do at this point though. Okay, Shinobis. It doesn't matter, I mean, he has the power star. You probably might just have toe cut right there, I suppose. I guess it could have ended 1 turn sooner. Well, that's all she wrote. The enlist and objectives already turned in. Nothing else to do. Yep. Short of 1 popularity, I guess. If you had one more popularity, that would be plus 8. Yeah, I mean, whatever works. Fierce play, I'll say. Okay. I'm sure this is the end now. So it looks like the upgrade star is what replaces his objective. Yep. That's all it is. Done and dusted. All right. Very well done to 2.5 pi with a very huge discrepancy in the score. This is a huge win by over 32 points, looks like. Yeah. Okay. That game is over. Oh, the other objective was Wolf Among the Sheep. Says 2.5 pi here in the Discord server. All right, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I suppose I like the idea that if you actually get the power star and didn't have to go so fierce, because he was already winning by a lot, but of course he's trying to take the maximum score possible. Yeah. Right. I think that's all the games for now. So no more is happening to my knowledge. I'll clip these videos and put them up in my channel as well. But until then, I don't think we're going to have any more games going on here. Wolf Among the Sheep. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that song got the combat off from. Screenshotting the CCs. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's true. Moving into Nordic space still, you can attack, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for me. There's no more games happening right now. And yeah, I think Winter and 2.5 by may have agreed on a match at some point, or with Wavesamu, I couldn't remember who. But yeah, until then, happy sighting. So for now, I'm gonna head off. Okay. For those of you who've tuned in, thanks a lot, and I will see you next time. All right. Goodbye.